I'm a little giddy today. I just want the audience to know that. Because Julie MacDonald is here.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much for being here. We were laughing up a storm before the show, so that's why we're a little giddy.
Joining me today, I have psychic medium Julie MacDonald.
One of my favorite people is on first with me. Her name is Julie MacDonald, everyone. Last but certainly not least, on our 7-year anniversary show, we welcome medium Julie MacDonald.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. How you doing? How you doing?
Next up on the show, we have one of my favorite people, Julie MacDonald.
Hello, everybody. Hi. I think the dog wants to read me. He's watching me. Now he went to come up and join me. Right after that, there's a change in money for you. What I'm seeing is a door's opening, and I'm seeing $2 signs. When I see $2 signs, one is like, hey, you get a little like 10-cent raise or something. $2 signs means that there is definitely some more money that's going to be coming in on a continual basis, and it's more than like a 10-cent raise. You understand?
That's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I'll leave that with you with many blessings from Spirit.
She was a guest, and she was in the audience of the Ricky Lake show, and she said some outrageous stuff on the show about talking to her boobies.
Yes. Well, there's because Miss Page is well known for that.
Yeah. So she said that if you talk to them, they will grow.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
And one of the Mars moons is going to crash into it eventually.
Really? When is that going to happen?
Anywhere from 10 million years, and some scientists say it could happen in 50.
Really? Then why is that even a fact? We'll all be dead. The Earth will probably not be here anymore by then.
So you guys watch out, anywhere from 10 to 50 million years.
Now, Johnny, I hear that you're thinking about taking a trip, speaking of Mars. This is why this came up.
Yeah, the one-way trip to Mars is really the thing that's going on. And a Dutch company is looking for volunteers right now to depart in 2022, so that's not that far. From now, and you'll be landing 7 months later. You'll get there in 2023.
Okay. And you're going to camp out for a while, or?
You're not coming back.
You're not coming back.
It's a one-way trip.
One-way trip.
Yeah, and you're pretty much going there to die. So 10,000 people have showed interest in this, have sent emails and signed up.
What do you think of? Would you consider doing that, Johnny?
Hell to the no.
No.
The technology to return doesn't exist. So if you go, you're gone.
You're gone. You ain't coming back. Hi, Beverly, and I love your necklace, Beverly.
Thank you so much. I lost a brother a year ago, 53 years old.
Okay.
He went to bed, didn't wake up.
Okay.
No
Don't tell me any more
goodbyes.
about how he died or anything. What's his first name, sweetheart?
Larry.
Larry. Okay, give me a moment, please. So tight. There's a lot today. Okay. Larry, it looks to me as though you already told me how that he passed when he was sleeping, so I can't talk to you about that part because I already know now. But I do feel as though there was some ongoing health issues with him. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not saying, but especially I want to talk about heart, blood, but something like that. He didn't really take very good care of himself, to be honest with you, Beverly. And I feel like it wasn't something that just came up over time, right away. I feel as though even though it may have happened that way, it was from years and years of not really taking very good care of himself. And, he was a little stubborn, too. You know what I'm saying about that? So he didn't listen. He didn't like doctors to begin with, so he certainly didn't listen to them when they told him certain things. But, thank you, what I want to say about it and what he's saying right now, I want to say, like, even though some people might have thought of him as, like, a little bit, like, gruff, at times, I feel like he had a really good sense of humor. He would often laugh at himself and things like that. Does that make sense to you about him? Yeah, because he's laughing right now as he's talking to me. He's showing me a very kind of, again, laid-back person when it comes to he just wanted to live the way he wanted to live. He didn't want anyone to tell him how to live his life. And what he's saying to you is, listen, even though you miss me and you feel as though if I had done this or that differently, I might still be there with you, I want you to know, and I want you to understand, one, not only am I still with you, but two, I did live the way I wanted to live, even though people may not think that. So be happy for me in that, because that was more important than extending my life. And he was not a guy that could live like in a box, do you understand? Like rigidly, this is the rule, this is the schedule, anything like that. I feel like from the time he was very young, he was considered a little bit of a rebel, if you will. Do you understand? And so this carried throughout his life because that was his nature. Yes, there were things that happened in his life that you could look at and say, well, this is why he's like this and that's why he's like that. That is true. There are some of those things that happen. However, what he's telling me is, yeah, even if that didn't happen, I was still going to be this way because that's who I was. And you were always, yeah, okay. He says, you were always the one that made sense. You were always the logical one. You were always the one that I looked to. He wants you to understand that.
I don't know. Not as
your
much.
favorite.
No, that's a little more
Look
ghetto.
at that look. She looks
That's
like,
ghetto.
she looks like little Kim right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of ghetto.
We will see you next time. Say bye.
Bye.
Woo!
Give her a hand, everybody. Do you have a website you want to share with our audience?
I do have a website. I do have a mic too.
I do have a website.
MediumJulieMacDonald.com.
Okay, that's pretty easy, right?
Easy, yeah.
It's Medium in your name. So
Yes.
I've been to your site before. It's a very lovely site, so I have
Thank
to
you.
check that out. I thank you guys so much for coming today. And Fawn, thank you, Fawn.
Yay!
Fawn knows, see?